Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. As you can see, we're on day 5 of late spring, and if you're new to the series, we're running 6 days per season. So a lot of things to get to at the beginning of the episode. If you watched the last one, you notice we were just shy of 300,000, and now we're almost at 350. That's because the crops have started to grow. So I've been down here fertilizing these fields at $5,000 to $7,000 a pop. I fertilized some other farmers' fields as well, just gaining some money and reputation. This farmer here that owns these 2 fields, we now have full reputation with him. And I think this farmer we do as well. I can't remember. Yes, we do. I need to fertilize that, but I'll do it after probably the episode. Because, why? We're going to buy these 4 fields at some point, before the harvest season. The other thing that we need to do today, well, what we're going to do today is we're going to seed our own fields. As you can see, the ground temperature is now 52. And the triticale, geez, I can't say that word great the first time, needs to be at ground temperature 50, so we are there. So we're going to seed both those fields with triticale. I don't know why I wanted to, but that's, I don't know, my brain says that's what we're going to do, so that's what we're doing. You know, don't question my brain. The other thing that we are going to start the video with, actually, wait, no, okay, let's zoom in. Sheep, visit. I forgot, well not forgot, but I'm not used to, this map has the graze mod for the sheep and the cows. So basically what that means is we go in the sheep field and we get the info UI up in upper left hand corner. You can see grass and sheep pasture. We have just about 5,400 liters of grass in this field. What that will do with the seasons mod running from, I had to go on, you know, I checked what this mod does, so hopefully it does what it says. Now it just says every hour. I assume that means every in-game hour and not every hour in real-time play. But it will keep filling up the grass trough to 66%. But that's in the seasons. I forgot, if you're not running seasons, I think you'll fill the grass trough up to 80%. So I was wondering why, and I kind of forgot. I'm like, the sheep aren't losing that much grass. And then I realized, oh yeah, I got the mod in. Well, the map has the mod in, actually. So I was thinking, well, why don't we come down, visit the cows? Which way do I gotta go? This way. This way. Use our great leaping abilities. We come down to the cow pasture. The cows have 16,000 liters of grass in the field. So I was waiting for summer to come so we can cut grass and feed them hay. But since they got grass in the pasture, if we go buy cows, they should have grass in the trough. But we will need to come down and get them water. So we're going to start with this today and see if we fail miserably. So we're going to go visit here. And I got the lower price mod for the animals. I thought this was 300, but now it's 500. Interesting. I don't know. Okay. So if we were to buy, let's say 10 cows, what does that do? So we got to pay $26,500, basically 25 grand for the 10 cows, and a fee of $1,500 for shipping. Yes, I know I can get a trailer and blah blah blah, but we need to keep this money for many reasons. Well, let's buy some cows, and hopefully the grass mod will feed their trough. Pretty darn sure. Pretty darn sure, pretty darn fast for us. I don't know how long cows can last. In season, no food, I think they can last a while. But we'll have to bring them water. So if we go here, it's going to take a while for it to register. Health, 7%, yeah, because they got no grass. So I'm hoping at the top of the hour, which is in like 6 minutes, they'll get some grass. But what we need to do is let's hop in our John Deere. And let's grab the water tank. You can see I got the seeder in the back of the New Holland already. We'll be seeding later on. But we're going to go up here. We're going to top off the sheep's water trough. And then we'll head down to the moo cows. Actually, I notice I'm on ×1. I don't want to knock over that guy's mailbox again. So let's just up it to ×5 to start with. On Farm Sim, I usually run it at ×5 during the day, and because I always hate running out of time during the day. Are they going to take all that water? Nope, good. So they're full. So let's drive on down. We'll fill up the water bowser, water tank, depending on what part of the country you're from. We'll top this off. And in a few seconds, it'll hit 9 o'clock in game time. So I want to see if the trough fills up with grass for them. Now, if worse comes to worse and it doesn't actually work, I do have the mod where we can buy some bales and we can feed the cows that way right now, because I know I got some hay bales up by the sheep, but I don't want to use that just yet. I want to keep that as those are for the sheep when it comes time, if they ever need it, which I'm sure they will when it comes fall time. But seeing how this works, it's going to all depend on how we treat our grass field. Do I just take the grass and bring it down and make silage out of it? Or should I make a few hay bales and just prepare for the worst? Alright, I just noticed it's past 9 o'clock. So they do have grass in their trough already, so that's good. So that is working good. So we have cows, and hopefully they'll produce some milk. They're not going to have a great production of milk. And try to cut the cost of our maintenance out at midnight, kind of equal it out. Right now we're losing about $2,000 at night. Which, you know, isn't a lot, but when you're first starting out your farm, it's more than enough. So, if you're playing on the Pacific Northwest map, if you come on down to this river, this is free water that you can get instead of going up to the water trough. Unless it's been changed and I don't know. Yep, free water. Thank you for that. Now it's kind of interesting. I thought the glance mod, and it works on Rattlesnake Valley, but maybe it hasn't come in yet. But on Rattlesnake Valley, in the glance mod, in the upper left-hand corner, it helps me keep track of the animals. And right now, I'm surprised not telling me the cows don't have water. I don't know where the water is on the cows. I really haven't journeyed around the cow pasture to see where it is. I know where a couple of the troughs are. Oh yeah, that's right. It's back here where the symbol is where I can hook it up. And why do I feel like I gotta go? I can't fill from this side, would be my guess. Now let me bring up this. Is it going to trigger? Nope. Alright, so we actually have to go into where the cows are and give them water that way. Or we could pay the $5,000 now and just have it autofill every day. Or it'll fill it when they need it. Actually, I can go in this way. Thank you. Now that we got the cows, I may leave that gate open. It's this gate we'll have to keep kind of closed. And actually I went looking for this once, but I guess this is where, yeah, I could have bought the cows from here. I was looking for that trigger one time before, I couldn't find it. Yeah, it's right there in front of me. Now none of you are trying to escape on me now. But I'm glad to have cows. And there you guys go for water. So for now, we will be giving the cows and the sheep their water. When the money starts rolling in and we get too busy in the farm, maybe I'll think about hooking the water up so we don't have to do it every day. Or every 3 days. There we go. And closed. Auto save, thank you. And for now, we'll keep this down here because we'll have to give cows and the sheep water pretty much at the same time. Now I know also on this map what I want to do is we want to sell our own milk. But for now, I think we'll just let it sell at midnight because I'll have to buy a tanker and all that, and I'll see how it goes in a day or so, or in a few episodes. If it comes to the point of we can buy a tanker to haul milk, we will do so. Now the cows are showing up. Cows health 18%. So yes, they're already producing slurry, but the one thing they're not going to produce is manure. Because we don't have no straw yet. But if we go in here, is it under placeables? I think it is, right? Yep, we got a lot of mods. This is the mod that will place down that stops the milk sale. So your milk will not sell at midnight. We'll be able to sell at one of the sale points up here. Okay, is it under... Is it under baling technology? No. Is it under... Oh, it might be under pallets. Yep, there we go. Straw bales, $5,000. We got the John Deere down here. You know what? It's only $5,000, and I do want to get some manure going, and it'll be better for the cows as well. What's the difference between these straw bales? Why is this one $200 cheaper than those? 1,000. It just says 8 pieces. 8 pieces. I would assume they're at 4,000 per. Well, we will get these. Yes, please. We got the John Deere down here with a forklift, so let's go. Yes, I know. Start the engine first. I will. Off to the store, which is not far. So all that extra work I put in, we were at least able to buy 10 cows. We will have straw, and it brought us down to 315, which is still not bad. Oh man, do I dare try taking 4 at a time? Especially with that, since I haven't done this in ages. You know what? This is going to end horribly wrong. I better just try taking 2, because the cows they're not going to take that many to begin with. And I may even lose one of the bales on the way. I'll have to take my time, but I'll meet you back at the moo cows in an hour, because that's what it may take me. Alright, so I lost the bale. No shocker there. Boom. They got straw. Now how much straw? Oh wow. Okay. They are good to go with that for a while. So I'm sure it's going to take a while for them to produce manure, which goes there. But for now, I'm going to leave the John Deere down here. I'll go handle the straw afterwards. I'll put the straw in here. That straw should last them a while, so that's a good thing. So their health is at 18. I don't know if it's going to go up because we gave them straw. Yeah, power food is the main thing right now that we have to get them. Silage, I think now that we can kind of see what's going on, our grass field right here, I may just cut the grass and bring it down and make silage out of it. We should be good from what I understand, at least until winter, I would assume, with the grass in the fields for the sheep and cows. But for now, let's hop into this baby right here. And we need to go start seeding our fields so we can put some money into the ground. So in about, well, come fall time or late summer, we'll be able to harvest. And this ought to be interesting for me because I have not used a seeder this small in God knows when. And we're off. So like I said, I never done the multi-fruit before. The last map I played on finally updated to it, but I never really got to playing on the map when it came out because Farmers Dynasty came out and I got involved in that. So this will be the first time I've planted multi-fruit. Now I did think about joining these two fields together and just planting it all the same. But we may plant that field a different seed type. I'll make up my mind after I get done planting this one, but we're going to plant them both today. So this will take me a while. So I think what I'm going to do is just take a quick jump cut for you, and when I get near the other end of the field, I'll bring it back. So one more pass after this one, and this field will be seeded. Nothing against this seed drill, but damn is it small. Oh man, it's taken me a while to do this field. I had to go back once to refill the seed drill as well. I think we made about 2/3 of the way through the field and I ran out of seed. But since we only have 2 fields this year, and I'm only going to seed once per field, I'm done with this one. We will stick with the seed drill for one more time. I'm just questioning, am I going to do it? Because I may get horseplay to do that. I may get horseplay to do it, and then when it runs out of seed, I'll finish it off. This took me a while. Also in the upper left-hand corner, you can see the cow's health went from 18 to 28%. So they're doing okay. They got grass, they got straw, they got water. It's hard to believe that total mix rations and hay / silage make up that much of their health. I understand the total mix ration. I should go to the animal page, and it'll probably show me how much. I gotta pay attention. I wasn't looking at their health instead of watching the field. I'll go there just in a second. I want to see how much percentage the total mix rations mean to the cows. Turn that off. So if we go to the cows, oh, so it's 50% silage / hay. So I would suppose, well, see, their health shows here it's at 7%. Interesting. I would suppose if I gave them some hay and silage, it would boost up to like, well, that said 28%, so 78%. No, because power food's 30%. Well, either way, because that says 28% health, but here it says 7% health. Well, either way, like I said, either way, you know, Well, I'll figure that out in a second as I do other stuff, but first, I'm going to go back, refill the seedrill, and I think I'm going to get Courseplay to start the field. And then when it runs out of seed, we'll come back, fill it back up, and maybe we'll finish it. But that's all the seeding I want to do at the moment. So the other good thing about getting the cows now, and I didn't get the chance to use this on another map. This map has where we can make our own seed. And I do believe we got to use a liquid fertilizer, well, from anyone, but I guess the cows is about the only one that we have. And grain. We got grain, and we're starting to get liquid manure. We're starting to get some. I don't know how much it needs to fill up the seedrill. Hey, we're getting manure. We got milk, so it's all working. Let's look at the prices. I mean, I guess I could go canola. No, we need to go down here, don't we? That price, well, okay, that's a great demand for that. That would explain that, wouldn't it? But what is that grain? Is that, oh? That's millet. Let me just check on something else, and I'll see what we will plant. Let me just check on something here. If I go to headers, that does millet. Okay. Alright, that didn't take me too long. What I was checking, I was making sure the header for the harvester, I didn't need to buy any special headers for the millet or anything like that. But I already planted that anyways. But it's all good. It's the same header for wheat, barley, and whatnot. There's a gate to this field, right? I think I went by my entrance I should have taken, but that's fine. Alright, let me go back down to this side. And I'm going to set GPS up to do, not GPS, but Courseplay to do this. Because I need to get back down, move some straw bales around. And we're going to check on a few things while this is getting to work. So I'll set this up and be back with you in a quick second. Well, if that didn't take me a minute to figure out, it's been so long. So we got Courseplay up there seeding that field. And where does I need to go? Just to double check on something. Right here. I don't know if it's going to tell me the totals or not, but this is what will make our seed. So I turn on F1. It says liquid fertilizer 0, grain 0, and it produces seed. Now the only thing it doesn't tell me is what the capacity of this machine is. It says liquid fertilizer. Now when it means liquid fertilizer, does that mean cow? Liquid, this is liquid manure, not liquid fertilizer. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. So maybe I won't be using that. Silage, straw, hay. I do have straw. I can buy hay. We can make some silage, and the pigs we don't care about. But what I'm going to do now is I need to go to the store. Need to grab the straw that we bought, and I probably have to do it one bale at a time because obviously I don't have a bale grabber system on here. This is just for forklifting. So I'm going to get cracking on bringing some bales over. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to. Any cars coming? No. We'll open up this gate as well. And I'm going to start bringing some bales over, and I'll bring it back when I'm probably doing the last one or something, because you don't need to see me doing this terrible job, do you? Don't think so. You would think these bales are made of ice. I mean, I'm just carrying two. I barely take a corner, and that top bale just wants to slide off. And I made it that far, so that's close enough. So... yeah. And my wonderful stacking skills are coming in handy. It's been a while, but you know, we'll get there. But for now, these will be for the cows. I don't think they'll need that many. Hopefully, by the time fall comes, of course, we will have a few straw, wheat fields to harvest, so we'll get straw that way. But at least they'll be producing some manure for us, which we need, which I'll show you in a second. I'm kind of glad this map has an area for placeables. One mod I did use on my other map. So if I go in here, I don't even remember what it's called. See if I can find it real quick. Should be this right here. Add straw, digestate liquid manure, potato, sugar beet manure, or silage to output fertilizer. So I pretty much, my other map used manure from the pigs. Brought it here and it makes a good amount of fertilizer, which is what we'll probably be using to fertilize the big fields down here when we get a chance. Not only that, but we'll also do it for up there. Fertilize our fields with fertilizer, and when we can, obviously, as you saw, for how long it took me to sow that field. What do we got? It's actually this one right. This is the seed drill we got right here. No, I wouldn't want that one. Actually, this one's only 15, and it takes fertilizer. But it's the same working width, right? It's the same working width, so that's not what I would want to do. That's potatoes, right? And this is corn, sugar, yeah, okay. Wow, 52,000 for a decent step up. And that does not fertilize. So basically you have to come up to the horse before it fertilizes. Yeah, and that's 100 grand. 9 meters, which is rather big for the fields up there, but if you want to fertilize at the same time, that's what you have to do. This one would be almost perfect for those fields up there, where it doesn't fertilize at the same time. But at least we don't have to cultivate with that. But that's a little bit out of our price range at the moment. But We have our moo cows. Yep, they got, what's that I wanted to do? It's not what I wanted to do. Stop it, stop it. Get back here. I wanted to hit, doesn't seem like much grass in there. Oh, I had to come back to this page because I was keeping my own course play. And I was like, how come he still has 100% seed in there? And I realized I didn't turn these off. So I had to come in here and turn those off. Grass. 1226. Well, they got plenty of grass in the field here. Hopefully you guys don't run out of grass. Moo. Hopefully the grass keeps up with it. If it doesn't, at least I'll know in a couple days. I'll have to try to keep track of if the grass is keeping up with the cows or not. But at least we got some cows. And we'll start the process of, you know, getting manure, liquid manure, some milk. When I come here, does it show me how much milk is in storage? Milk collection. No, it does not. That's fine. You can always go to the tab menu. Not quite showing up in there yet. And not quite showing up here yet as well. Of course, you know, we're only talking a couple hundred liters here and there. So this guy seems to be getting along just fine. Are you going to need to be refilled? I don't think so. Hopefully not. But while they're doing that, we are going to come to this field here, I think. No, the grass field, still can't do no missions there. How about field 8? Well, we will do this mission for $1,000, sir. I don't think I really need the front tank, but I'll need it for ballast, really. Because when you do missions, it really doesn't use... There we go. And I'm on the right one, correct? Yep. Start trying to get some of our money back. And grow some reputation as well. I don't think I've ever used this, raise this up just a little bit, because the way the hills are around here. I don't think I've ever used this sprayer. It's actually a nice little sprayer. How much is the hole? 2,200? I was going to say, let's see how much it uses, but then I just remembered it said, oh yeah, we actually don't actually use any material, so it's hard for me to say how much this field would actually use. But nice to get a little reputation and get a quick $1,000. Let's see, mill at 48% left in that that course play field. I think the farm's coming along nicely. We're just about at the end. Well, next tomorrow will be at the end day of spring. We got over 300 grand in the bank account, no loan. We got like 65 sheep, I think, and now we got 10 cows. I'm sure the reproductive rate when the season comes is going to be terrible at health of 28%. But probably in the next episode we'll be buying stuff for doing some grass. We may be mowing some grass by then. But we also got to fertilize our fields, but that won't take too long, I wouldn't think. And that'll be in the next episode. Once we finish fertilizing this field, we're going to call it an episode, actually. Made some good production today. Got our fields seeded. Well, it's almost seeded, but it's being the second one's being seeded. We got, like I said, we got our moo cows. We got some straw. And hopefully by the next episode we'll be making some silage. Maybe. I'm not really sure I know how this mod for grazing grass for the cows and sheep are going to go. It shows me how much grass is in the field, but is that how much is in for the season? Or does the grass, continually grow and you get more per day and it helps refill the field? I'm not sure. So I probably need to go back and check those totals on it and see what happens when a day passes, if it refills or not. And we're actually almost done with this field for a quick $1,000. As a plane goes overhead. Well, thank you, sir. Since we're here. Yeah, for a quick $700, yeah, we'll do this one too. I probably don't need the weight, but if I don't know my luck, it'll go terrible on me. So basically in between episodes, this is what I've been doing. This is why I don't really film it, because watching me do this for like 45 minutes probably would not be that entertaining for you. Especially the big fields, I just, on the big fields I actually use GPS and just kind of like, hey, I'll see you in like 20 minutes to see how you're doing. But the small fields, yeah, you don't really need, like a spreader like this, you don't really need GPS. Just make a couple laps around the field, you're done. And at the beginning you may think, oh, it's just $700 here, $700, but you do it 10 times, that's $7 grand. It does look better in the bank account when you get done. It may not look good to you at first when you just see $700. It's like, well, it ain't worth my time. You may want to think again. Yeah, a couple seasons in, we'll look at that $700 the same. I really don't care. But I am loving the hills on this, just because, you gotta look at what an implement asks for horsepower, and you may want to double it, just to be sure, the horsepower. That's why that big Seadrill, the horse, for, what was it, 96,000, it's like, yeah, that'd be nice to have it, because it'll fertilize at the same time. It's a really good working with, but we don't have a tractor to pull that just yet. And really, after Courseplay finishes seeding that field, we're done seeding for the year. So, yeah, we'll have to wait until the second season comes to see what we're going to do. Because by then we will have the extra 4 fields, and who knows, we'll see how the money goes. In the next episode, we'll be buying some implements for sure. Because I think we may be mowing some grass. Whether it be our field or around some other fields. You are welcome, sir. Can I hop into this fine lady right here? She's just about done. Now this is the first time I used Courseplay to seed a field. I did not know that they were going to use the marker though. So I may have to go around and do some touch up. But other than that, at least I'm not going to have to refill the seeder like I did in the first field. I didn't realize the first field was that, yeah, it is much bigger actually. Because this field gets cut off right here. So yeah, there is a sale on actually what we're planting, which is millet, but I don't have any. We do have the standard seed in storage, but we don't really need it, and I'm not going to bother loading up that little bit to go sell it anywhere just yet. But yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. let's hop back down to the John Deere just so we can see the cows. The farm is expanding. I do like the ambient noise from the swamp, the frogs. I can imagine what's in this water with the cows being here, but, you know, it is what it is. I like it. It's a nice little touch to have a pond in where the cows are. But, yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. And I will see you in the next episode of the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.